Good morning and happy new year. Hello, Puss. Hello, Mandy, Kathy B, Charlie Girl says. Hope you guys had a good, safe new year. Hey Remy, hey Just a Sub. Um, Hayden Misnomer. Yeah. Um, this really isn't gonna be any kind of a dragon or anything, so if that's what you're looking for, not gonna happen. Just gonna talk about 2020 and some of my regrets and some of them not so many, you know. But I do want to address the fact that there was a blatant lie told about me. Hey, Colette, um, last night in a stream. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Um, I don't care enough to argue it. I just don't care. Uh, I also want to address FOD. Uh, hey, Doll Factory. Uh, FOD, you can continue with your mean troll accounts about my hernia or butt belly. I didn't watch it till this morning, Remy. I didn't watch anything, and I'm going to get to that. Um, you can continue, but I learned my lesson about mean troll accounts. Um, I don't want to do that. I had one troll account. I named them two very mean things. I apologized for it, and I still apologize for it. It was mean. It was uncalled for. Good morning, sweetie pie. Yeah, that's the new troll account. Tracy's hernia and butt belly, which it does kind of look like a butt. I do want to thank Republican Ash for talking me down from doing something that was going to be mean and that I was going to regret. Hello, Mrs. Michelle, Serendipity, Amber K. She knows what I'm talking about, but she did talk me down out of doing it. And thank you, Republican Ash. Um, I do want to apologize to some of my friends, one of them being Serendipity. Okay, I don't want to cry. This is not a concession speech. I do not concede. I will continue to fight for what I feel is right. I'm just going to be a little bit more picky about my battles. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, 2020 wasn't totally bad for everybody. Somebody that I absolutely adore, but I wasn't there to share in her good news because I was too busy. I swore I wasn't going to cry. Good morning, Abiel. I was too busy curled up in bed, feeling sorry for myself. No problem, Remy. But Sarah had a miracle yesterday. On the last day of 2020, her dream came true. And it's her story to tell, so I'm not going to tell it. If she wants to come up here and tell it, that's up to her. If she wants to go on her own panel and tell it, that's up to her as well. Hey, Jenny, like I said, this is not a pity party and it's not a concession. I'm going to continue to fight for what's right. I'm just going to be a little more picky about what I fight about. But I feel horrible that I wasn't there to celebrate Sarah's miracle. So I apologize, Sarah. I also apologize because I wasn't there to congratulate Mar on a successful surgery. And I adore both of these people. And instead of wallowing in my own self pity, I should have been there for them. Happy New Year, Trish. Um, hey, Sonia. And I feel horrible. Happy New Year, Diane. Because these people are my friends. And like I said, I was busy wallowing in my own self pity. When's my miracle going to happen?
Hey,
What's going to
Tracy.
happen when it happens? Good morning, Sarah.
Okay, keep talking for a few minutes because it's like real robot-y. It'll go away in a second. Something's
Eslyn,
wrong with my
Happy New
phone.
Year. So I got up this morning, I brushed myself off, and I thought, you know what? Get back up there, Tracy. Get back up on the horse. Pardon the pun. And ride it out. Um, I wasn't there to celebrate. Tawanda's dad still here with us. That's a miracle. And all these people are I'm so close to all these people that, like I said, the guilt of not being there and joining in the conversation. No, I'm not hungover. I didn't have a drink last night. It is a miracle we've survived 2020. That's why I called this 2021 WON. Because we beat the shit. No, you're not blocked, but you don't have a name.
Okay, Tracy, first, you don't have anything to apologize to me about. I know that you've been going through some rough times, and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I feel bad because, I was.
No, don't you dare. The one thing that you've been praying for happened. It happened, and it stopped you from doing something that you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
That truly is a miracle, Sarah, and you, of all people, deserve it.
Um, yeah, I haven't talked to my daughter in 3 years, and I reached out to her. And after the live I did yesterday, I mean, I was so depressed. I wasn't very honest. Like, I've been really depressed. And I was on the verge of I was on the verge of a relapse. I didn't know what to do. I was just so depressed. And I reached out to my daughter, and oh my gosh, it was just a miracle. I mean, I'm going to get to see my grandkids soon, and I'm going to get to see her and hug her and love her and hold her and just, you know, it, every, I think everything happens for a reason, and timing is everything. And I'm just so glad that she and I was able to make amends and work things out because it's been so long. I missed out on 3 years with my grandkids and my daughter, and I'm happy, and I wish I could have helped you yesterday, and I feel so bad for that. I'm
Trust me,
very,
there was no helping me yesterday.
I love you so much, and
Love you
I
too.
wish I could take your pain away because I do know what you're going through, and I feel so bad. I wish there was just something I could do.
Well, 2021 hopefully brings my miracle.
Yeah. And we're going to pray for that. And we're going to hope for the best. And we're going to do everything we can to make this a good year for you and for everyone.
Like I
I
said, this is not a concession speech because I do not concede. I will continue to fight for what I feel is right. I'm just not going to sweat the petty stuff and I'm not going to pet the sweaty stuff. I'm just going to be more particular about my battles. But I woke up this morning feeling so bad that I was so selfish that I did not participate, Sarah, in your joy.
That's not being selfish, Tracy. You're going through so much. That no, you are not selfish at all. You are one of the least selfish people I know.
Happy New Year, Bailey Bex. Hey, Caslin. I know you're not, Caslin. So, I'm just going to put it out there. My kid is driving me crazy. And he doesn't mean to. He doesn't want to, but he is. But his miracle, yeah, that's what I said, Caslin. Hey, I rising. But his miracle is going to come in 2021 too. I know it. I feel it in my heart. And his miracle is my miracle. So I'm going to get past. Like I said, I woke up this morning. I brushed myself off after laying in my bed from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until I cried myself to sleep last night. And I got up this morning and I thought, what the hell are you doing? This is not me. This is not the way I roll. But I did want to apologize to Sarah, to Mar, to Tawanda, to Puss in Boots, to Ainsley,
Tracy, this is a new year, new beginnings, you know.
Pixie, to the ones that I talk to on a daily basis that I wasn't there for. And that's not me. So, Sarah, I am so happy for you. I am so happy that your daughter gets to know what a fantastic sober Sarah is. I'm so happy that your grandbabies get to know what a great grandmother they have.
Thank you, Tracy. I want you to know that you are a very good mother. I don't ever want you to doubt yourself on that, okay?
Oh, Amber Kay, I need to apologize to her too because I haven't paid her one single dime of the 100 grand I owe her. I'm sorry, Amber Kay. But like I said, I didn't want this to sound like a concession speech because it's not. I wanted my friends to know I'm sorry. I wanted them to know that I'm happy for them. Uh, I know there's people that I really care for that suffered great losses during 2020. And I want them to know that my heart it breaks for them. I wish I could take it away. They know who they are. Um, all I can do is try to be a better person, try to be a better friend. Uh,
Well, I need to let everyone know that Tracy is an amazing friend.
hey, Captain Obvious. It's 200 grand now. Damn.
Interest.
Interest is horrible. Well, you're going to have to wait because my bank account is not looking pretty right now. Sure, nobody's bank account is looking that great right now. Hey, Tawanda, how's daddy? Another one I've disappointed because I haven't been there.
Tracy, you cannot beat yourself up. You have been going through so much, and none of that is your fault. None. Okay? You can't control what your son does. It is not your fault.
Yep, it's new beginnings, Miss Michelle, and I pray for you. I I think about you all the time and that your daily struggles with what you go through. There's so many people on here that's going through so much, and I just want to apologize for not being there for them. There's people in my Patreon I've not been there for. There's people in my Discord I've not been there for, and I'm really, really going to try to just be a better person and just be there to listen to people. And I'm just not going to let this small stuff get to me anymore.
But you know what, Tracy? You need to let some of us help you.
Hey, Blackhearted. Hey, Marianne. Um,
Tawanda, you should come up.
I want to, like I said, this is not a concession. This is my way of changing and welcoming in 2021. And I'm going to listen to Amber Kay, even though I owe her $200,000. And I am going to start choosing my battles. Some things on here are just not important enough to argue about. Uh, but I don't want my people, my subs, my members, anybody that's in this chat or listening from afar to think that I'm giving in because I'm not. I'm never going to stop fighting for what I feel is right. It's just not going to happen. It's not in my nature. I've always gone for the underdog, and I will continue to. And like I said, I had something very mean planned for another YouTuber that goes at me constantly. But I gotta thank Republican Ash for talking me down off of that because I was gonna do something I was gonna regret. No, I wasn't gonna go real life. I don't go real life. Um, but I was gonna do something that I knew was not right. And Republican Ash talked me out of it. And I gotta give her kudos for that. And maybe that's what I need to do. I need to start giving people more credit instead of finding their bad, try to find their good. Because there's good in everybody on this platform. Every single person on this platform, there is some good in. I have to believe that.
I believe that.
My chat's not moving on StreamYards at all. Still,
Neither's mine.
it didn't. So, no hangover today for me. I didn't touch a drop. Being the drunk that I am, I didn't touch a drop. Uh, if anybody wants to come up and talk about what was good in 2020, because people did have good moments.
One thing was good. I got to really get close with you and with Tawanda, Pixie, Puss in Boots, and
Dog mom.
we have such a great friendship. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for 2020 in some aspects because it brought me to you. And Galway girl.
Good for you, Caslin. No hangover for Caslin. Galway girl, yes. Another one that I've let down. I'm sorry, Galway. I know there's things that's gone on these last couple weeks with you, and I just wasn't there for you, and I apologize. Yay, Captain Obvious. Hey, hairstylist gal. Hey, Jules. That's true, Jules. That's true. But like I said, I woke up this morning and I thought, what a selfish bitch
You're not selfish. Stop it.
to lay in my bed all covered up, thinking about me, when there's so many others out there that need to be thought about. Oh, here I am saying, pray, I hope that everybody finds their miracle, they get their miracle. Um, yeah, do we have to continue with the safe distancing, the wearing of the mask? And yeah, we do. Hopefully someday we can look back on this and say, you know, what a year.
We
But
need to get you out of this funk, is what we need to do.
has anyone heard from Mar? Um, Puss in Boots stays in touch with Mar pretty much. She did come out of her surgery. The purge begins. She did come out of her surgery. She's still in a lot of pain. She had a three major surgeries all in one. That's something that I'm grateful for because Mar has been so good to me. Mar is probably one of the best people I've ever met on this earth. There's somebody listening right now, I'm sure, and she knows who she is. Um, she's basically quit chatting in chats, but she's been so good to me too. And in reality, you've all been good to me. Uh, and maybe I need to start focusing on that. Thank you, Mrs. Michelle, and I hope you get yours. I hope you get yours. Wanda, you want to come up? Anybody? I went to a bar last night in a taco bar in the kitchen. Thank God no one had to drive anywhere. Good for you, Miss Nomer. Because even though I got accused of drinking and driving, I didn't. I learned my lesson about that when I was younger, trust me. Mara is so sweet, Marianne.
Mar's very selfless too. She will
Very
do.
selfless.
Yeah.
And ask for nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing Mar asks for is
Oh,
her
thank you,
son's health.
Catherine. Thank you for supporting Tracy.
Thank you, Caslin. Happy 2021 to you too, kid. I read somewhere the pain is inevitable, but misery is optional. It's one day at a time for all of us. Yes, it is, Yancey. And I need to remember that. I need to remember that. Uh, some of the bullshit that's gone on here in 2020, and I've participated in some of it, has been hurtful. Um, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt people. Yep, that's true, Amber. I don't blame people who don't want to talk because things have gotten so bad that no one even has any content anymore. Just respond and attack other subs. I totally agree. Hey, Pop Chama. Pop, I thought you had my email address. I've missed you. I've missed you, Pop. There's a lot of people that I've missed. But Sarah, I really am so happy for you. Uh, You'll just never know. When we talked about this weeks ago, it's like reach out, and you were like, "I'm scared. She won't respond."
Well, I
She
felt
did.
guilty. I felt guilty because I was, posting messages in the chat and posting pictures of the grandkids, and I knew what you were going through, and I felt bad for that, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was ecstatic, because I haven't talked to her in 3 years. She and I are stubborn as hell, and I gave in because I missed her so much. Um, and I felt bad because I knew what you was going through. So I apologize to you. I hope I
No,
didn't make it worse for you.
no, don't you ever apologize for your dream coming true.
I mean, I have missed that kid like you wouldn't believe. And I mean, it is a miracle because there was some bad things that happened between she and I, and, materialistic things which don't even matter, like this stupid house. And love does conquer all because at the end of the day, we made amends and it's a start. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm
Good,
grateful for
Kathy
you.
B.
I'm grateful for
Glad
you,
you got that.
Tracy. Because if you and Puss in Boots and Pixie and Ainsley hadn't have told me to reach out, I probably never would have.
Hey, Sarah Marie. Pop, I just dropped my email in the chat. So if you want to screenshot it or whatever, I'm ecstatic for Sarah. I can't wait to see the pictures of you and the grandbabies.
Oh my gosh. I get oh boy. I'll probably cry the whole time. I mean, I don't know the little one, but I know Jackson and I am so excited to see him. I was the first to hold him.
And let's
And
not forget, you got one on the way.
yeah, yeah. And Brienne, she's doing so good. I mean, she's on the dean's list and she's going to be graduating college to become a nurse in March. I am so unbelievably proud of that kid. You know, she did things that I wasn't able to do, and I'm so proud of her for that. I'm so proud.
I don't want you to ever feel bad for what goes right in your life. You deserve it, Sarah. There's so many people in here that deserve peace and happiness and health and sympathy. And maybe we just all need to start coming together
I love you, Bailey Vexed.
instead of ripping each other apart.
Marianne. Yeah, it's spelled the same way too, Marianne. Breanne.
Yep, that's what we want, Remy. We want our kids to do better than we ever did. And basically, that's why I've been wallowing in my self pity because, you know, I always hear God doesn't give you more than you can handle. But yesterday, I didn't feel that way.
You know what? But today's a new day. And miracles happen every day, Tracy. And I really believe in the power of prayer. And I think your son's going to turn around and do better. I really do. I'm sorry for what's happening right now in the present with him, but there's always hope.
Yeah, and yesterday I lost hope. But like I said, I got up this morning and I brushed myself off and I thought, did that work, Tawanda? Hey, Shauna B, Nancy. I Can't interact with hostile people who think it's funny to mock people. It's abusive. Stay around kind, loving people. Marianne says, "You're kidding, serendipity. Someday I'll share my story about my oldest daughter."
Oh, I would love that.
Thank you, Jenny L. But even though I haven't felt like it lately, I haven't felt like a good, loyal friend. I do try. Hey, Austin James.
Tracy, we all get in these funks. It doesn't make you less of a friend because you wasn't, able to join in the happiness. I mean, you go through things too. We all go through things. There's been times I have felt like I wasn't a very good friend.
Hey, Tawanda.
Good morning, my girls. How are you?
You want to give an update on Daddy?
So
Man, I
far,
wish my StreamYards chat was working.
the bleed in his brain has stopped.
Thank God.
Another miracle.
You guys, I was planning my dad's funeral 2 days ago. I can't tell you. I can't tell you the amount of people that have reached out and that
Hey, Blue.
have prayed and have just been there. I was just praying for a miracle. My dad didn't want to have the surgery. I don't. I. We probably need to tell. My dad fell, and he had a brain bleed, and they, at his age, they said the surgery would either save him or kill him. But he had to be in the hospital by himself, and he said he wanted to come home to die. He left the hospital under physician's advice. The paper they handed him, the prognosis was death. And he
Remy.
the next morning I got up and he said, it's kind of selfish of me. He said, I don't want to die in a hospital alone. He said, but if this surgery can save me, I'll do it. And I said, Daddy, I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. And he said, well, we'll just go with, let's just see what they say. And he went in and had a scan. And even the doctors were absolutely, they just looked at themselves in like, are you kidding me? I mean, they couldn't believe that the bleed had stopped.
Hey,
This
Sabrina.
this neurologist said this doesn't happen. Brain bleeds don't just stop.
Hey,
So
British Chippy.
So that was a true miracle. The power of
See,
prayer works.
another miracle. Hey, Humpty Dumpty Broken Pieces. Happy New Year. So there's two miracles that happened within just a couple days, and I was a selfish bitch
No, you wasn't.
Tracy, stop it.
and did not participate in them.
Stop
Tracy.
it.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm absolutely ecstatic for those
Well,
miracles.
I believe in your son, Tracy. I believe that great things are going to come for him. Without hope, we have nothing. Without prayer, we have nothing.
that's right. And the amount of people that reached out and the prayers and we can say a lot about this community, and yeah, we can be selfish and we can be mean and we can be ignorant and we can be a lot of things, but what we do have is we have each other when the chips are down. We do have each other, and I know that these prayers are what saved my father. I know
It's
that.
it's not that anymore, Remy. But thank you. You really stuck it to me the other day. You really stuck it to me the other day, and it just broke my heart. But it is what it is. My heart will mend, especially considering it's my son. But
Tracy, what you have to understand is you're never alone. You're never alone here. You think about it. All you got to do is say, hey, I really need some prayers right now. Bear with me and I'll be back.
thank you, Amber Kay.
Nobody's going to give up on you.
Thank you, Sarah. You don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I love you.
Amber Kay says it's okay to be upset, but don't unpack your shit and camp out there. You got to keep moving. You're right, Amber Kay. British Chippy, I'd rather not say out loud what he did. Uh, it was nothing illegal, but I don't want it to be used as YouTube fodder, and I know it would be used against me. So, not that I don't adore you, British Chippy. There's one thing I don't want to be used as YouTube fodder, and that's my son. Happy New Year, Clever Ever.
Tracy, I love you so much.
Love you too.
You are allowed to have a bad time. You're allowed to go through problems and issues, and Lord, with everything you're going through. And it's
EL,
not
thanks for
selfish to
stopping by,
focus on that.
and I'm wishing you a very, very, very good 2021. And when I say 2021, I mean WON, because we beat the shit out of most of us, not all, and prayers for those that didn't beat the shit out of 2020.
We all get you've been going through stuff. It's not selfish to deal with that. We
Not
are
at all.
here for you and we love you so much.
I know,
How many
and
times have I ranted about how crazy my life gets? And you and I both know how crazy my life gets.
obvious.
You've been the one that's picked me up and
Hey,
dusted me off
Helms.
and said, keep going.
How many times have you been there to make me laugh when I feel like complete shit?
She does that for everybody.
Yeah. Tracy doesn't understand that she is so important to us. We love you, Tracy, and I would do anything I could to make this better for you right now.
Well, like I said, I didn't come on here to have a pity party. I came on here to let people know that I am going to try to be better. Uh, I don't have to fight every battle that's thrown my way. I can start picking my battles. I don't have to right every wrong on here, uh, or attempt to. I don't have to take on things that are negative and trust me, YouTube doesn't get to me that much. I don't go to bed thinking about YouTube. Uh, I
I
just
can,
know that if I want to continue, I want to have a successful channel, that I'm going to have to start picking my battles better. And Amber Kay has helped me with a lot of that. Just her little smarty pants comments in chat. And
yeah.
I've thought about, and Puss in Boots has helped me with that. There's a lot of times when Puss in Boots is like, don't do it, Tracy. Don't go live about it. It's not worth it. Don't give them your attention. Um, but I did it anyways.
It's nice to know you're finally listening. Haha.
Well, it's just the first day, so
I was
It's
gonna
all
say,
right.
I was gonna say, don't hold your breath.
Thank you, Caslin.
it's just the first day.
You're
Thank you,
making the
Samantha B.
Thank you,
effort.
Samantha B, for being there.
Well, Samantha
You've
B.
always been very kind to me.
Oh, Samantha
And you
B,
know,
you're so sweet.
Samantha goes in everywhere, and just like Caslin. And yeah, I did yell at Caslin one day, and I shouldn't have, but I did. And I apologize. Wasn't the last one to yell at Caslin, so
I think Caslin's let it go by now.
Caslin cracked me up. I think it was a few weeks ago. She said, serendipity gets on my nerves, but she's okay.
yeah, Caslin's good peeps. So
Tawanda, I want to tell you something.
Yes,
When I
Jen.
heard that your daddy was going to be okay, my heart was so happy.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Because me and you, ride or die for life. That's what, you know it.
Yep.
British
I'm
Tippy.
like, she cannot handle, this can't happen. No.
I have come a long way. I will pat myself on the back for that. Thank you, British Tippy. She said, Tracy, I didn't like you last year. I love you and your channel now. But thank you. Good morning, Rain Girl.
I
Because I
love.
didn't like me. I didn't like me last year either.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't like me much last year either. And
We all had to
Hey,
go through
long
what we
day.
needed to go through, and we came out on the other side victorious.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, I didn't like me last year either. I didn't like the rants and the threats, and I didn't like me last year either. So we'll just leave it at that. And come a long way, but I've got a long way to go.
Remy said, Tracy kicked me from Discord last year, and here I am.
Exactly. I did. But I think Remy sometimes gets a raw deal in this community. Like I said the other day, can she get on your nerves? Hell yeah, she can get on your nerves. But I think sometimes she gets a raw deal. That's just me.
I agree with you.
And I will continue, Yancey, to stand up for what's right. That will always be me. I can't change that. It's built into me. It's
There,
part of my character.
I was
I
going to
will
say,
always go for the underdog. Always.
there's not enough duct tape, you guys. There's not
Duct
enough
tape.
duct tape.
Ain't that the truth?
You know that duct tape is like the eighth wonder of the world. I had a car that was duct taped together.
I have a car right now that for
Hey, Thug Life Stewie.
my grandson
Stewie!
had to change a headlight, and whenever he went down underneath it, it it broke something. I don't know, a piece of plastic or something was flapping
Morning,
underneath,
Johnny.
and it's still duct taped to this day, and it's great. I didn't have to have it repaired, no insurance work, nothing. It's just duct tape, and nobody even knows it's there because
No,
I
I'm
found.
telling you, my entire car was duct taped together. And it had a granite starter. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I could set it wouldn't start in the rain. Whenever it rained, my car wouldn't start.
Oh boy.
But
I
I was a poor single mom, and
no,
I didn't
hey,
have money to go out and get a new car. But
you
I
know
could
what?
sit and crank that son of a bitch for over an hour, just rear, 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 and you know it finally always started.
Yeah, I had a car that I couldn't. I couldn't if it was raining, and you know where I live in Washington, and it rains all the time. I couldn't go anywhere and if it was raining if I didn't have somebody with me because my windshield wipers didn't work, and I had a string on each side.
I don't know, Caslin. What is the fifth wonder of the world?
Castlin, it's too early for questions like that.
Well, I'm always curious. I'm always ready to learn something. You know, duct tape has played a role in my heart. Yeah, duct tape. I'll never forget when Chance was little. You know those little Nerf balls and the little cheap goals that with the suction cups that you would
Mm-hmm.
buy. I bet I bought him one of those once a week, and he always lost the ball to it, or he always said the ball was too light. And he would take his mismatched socks and put them in a ball and duct tape them all around and use that as his ball. I mean, it was nothing for Chance to come into the room when he was little and say, "Hey, mom, you got any duct tape?" Well, I always had duct tape because I come from a family of the sheet metal workers. So, that's what they do is they hang duck. And
Boots, is your cat right by your microphone?
Yeah.
I hear him breathing. Randy, you're loud.
He don't
duct tape
care.
has pulled my ass out of a lot of things. It has literally held my life together sometimes, and that's not a pun. Um, maybe
Look,
I
my
need some
kid
help
has
my life together.
my kid has a fascination with duct tape. Now you can get duct tape with like all these different designs, colors. It's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, they even have them in camo. My
Yes,
granddaughter, my granddaughter had does crafts with them. She makes wallets out of them and shit. It's
that's really
amazing.
cool.
Right, Shauna. If you
Yeah.
can't duck it, fuck it. True. Here's
That's
another
my
story,
new
and you all are
favorite
talking about
expression.
the colorful duct tape. When I was living in Florida, when I first went down there, I was living with my sister, and we had a pool. So every time we would get chlorine, it would come in these little buckets. And I was collecting these buckets, and I had 20 buckets. And my sister's like, she went to throw them away one day. And I was like, no, I'm going to do something with those. And she's like, what the hell are you going to do with empty chlorine buckets? And what I did was I took a drill and I drilled holes in it and I decorated it by painting it and using that colorful duct tape
Hmm.
with all the different designs. And I made patio lanterns out of it
Oh,
where you
cool.
where you
That
could
is
put
cool.
How
LED
unique.
or oh, I still have pictures of it.
I
And
want to
and
see. I want to see.
Captain
oh,
Obvious says duct tape
I'll have to
roses
dig
are
deep into
beautiful.
the Facebook. Thank you, Johnny.
Do a community post.
Speaking of community posts, I need to start doing more for my members. I'm aware of this. I've been in a slump. I need to get out of it. I need to start putting more effort into the people that support me. I know, British Chippy, I agree. I watch her do that. Those are the streams I like best when it comes to her. Sorry, but I'm not interested in Chris Watt. But when she does her crafting, I love it.
Yeah, and for all those people who are watching all this Chris Watch stuff, stop.
Cas-
Stop watching it.
Caslin, imagine how great it would be if some people duct tape their mouths. But on the Chris Watts thing, I will say one thing. It brought so many of us together.
Oh
He
yeah,
is a he is a monster.
a piece of
He has
shit.
no idea. Hello, thank you, Misnomer.
Oh,
No,
misnomer.
I never have 17 years and I haven't given up hope. Yesterday, I basically gave up hope. I just curled up in my bed and cried. Why me? Why me? Why me? When usually I think, why not me? Happy New Year, Ratatonica. So instead of the why me, I need to go back to the why not me. I'm not special. Um, Life is tough for a lot of people, a lot of times.
You're special to
And
us.
that's what I did. I got up this morning and
Very.
I brushed myself off and I said, time to get back to being Tracy.
We got to find you a high horse, so you can get up on a high horse.
Hey, Grave Dodger.
Yeah, I have a couple people I could probably contact to see if they'll make you one, because I think I know who they are.
Hey, Tawanda, you know what troll I miss coming around?
Tiny hands.
Your cows.
Oh, my
Oh,
loose cows.
Tawanda's loose cows.
My
They were
loose.
funny.
Every once in a while, they come back. So
I miss
I,
tiny hands too.
Tiny hands was funny. I
That is
mean,
true.
funny.
Corey, is that you, Corey? Because if not, I don't want a troll account in here because that starts the year off being mean. I don't even know Miss Tonica over there. So, but I adored Tiny Hands. I don't know
Maybe
what
Tiny
happened to
Hands will
him.
have to make an appearance again.
I guess funny. God, I called him a he, but it probably wasn't. I don't know who it was. But
Well, I know you and Tonica are friends, I think. So, Happy New Year, Corey. Does anybody remember Tiny Hands? He
Mm-hmm.
used to go into Laura's all the time, and he was just
all the
such a
time.
good. Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, he never participated in any of the, mean stuff. He always just had, he was just a funny troll who would come in and just make funnies, just funnies.
Oh, she did it for her. Okay.
That's what
As long
trolls
as,
should be.
yeah, I love Tiny Hands. I used to look forward, and he never had, she, whoever it was, never had anything bad to say. Never.
No.
You
And
And
want to
did
know
then,
have
who
some
I
good
really
trolls around
miss?
here.
This
You gotta,
person wasn't a troll, but I miss Marty McFly.
oh my
I
God,
miss
I miss
Me
Marty
Marty.
too.
too. I
Yeah,
love Marty.
Marty was
Marty,
great.
he was the voice of reason. If you guys
Mm-hmm.
remember when he left Patreon, I mean, I literally bawled my eyes out. I was like, don't leave us. Don't
Sorry,
leave me.
Johnny. I'm so sorry.
Because
We'll
he
pray
could
for
use,
your daughter, Johnny. Look, I got a
Oh,
horse account. Tracy's horsey. Nay. Hey.
I'm sorry,
It's so
Johnny.
much better it's so much better than some of the troll accounts I've got
I
out there
pray for
about me.
her, Johnny.
Yes. Happy New Year. Look, there's my troll account. Tracy's horsey. Nay.
Ask and ye shall receive.
there you
Yep.
go.
Like I
Um,
said, as long as a troll, and I had one account that I changed the name on, and they were horrible names. And I apologize. I never should have done it. It was back in my mean girl days. Yes, I was a mean girl too. I feel like I've grown out of that, but I was a mean girl too. But yes, we miss you. We miss you so much, Marty. If you lurk, um,
Just know we love you and miss you.
Tracy's horsey says, I got to gallop to Wanda. I'll be with the cows. Moo, chase me.
That's some funny shit.
Well, as long as your horsey's with my cows, we're good. Thank God they haven't got out the last couple days because shit, there's no way. There hasn't. I
Do you have to
last
get on a four-wheeler and get them together, or how do you do it?
Yeah, I have a quad now. Shit,
Nice.
we used to get on the horses, but no, we don't anymore.
I
We don't.
was creative revival, and I still have a sharp tongue, and I need to work on it. But it's the first day. Give me a break. Kid and creative revival. I was a mean girl. I admit it. I think everybody on this panel admits that they were mean girls at one time.
Just a little bit.
Yep.
We all have regrets when it comes to people, the way we treated them in this community.
Oh
They
boy,
didn't deserve it.
nope.
Uh, they got treated that way for nothing more than who we supported, not who they supported, but who we supported.
I think about the
So,
way that I treated Wendy, and Wendy is one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life,
Yeah.
and I thank God that she is on my side now.
That
That
woman is a voice of reason for this
she is.
community.
She really is, and we need to stop and listen to her. Can she get fired up? Yeah, I listened last night. I when I got home, I it's, um, I've been with my dad a lot, you guys, and so he finally said to me this morning after I made him
Thank you,
breakfast.
Blue.
He said, "My girlfriend's gonna be here today. You don't have to stand over me anymore."
Me and Blue Topaz.
In other words, you need to leave.
I'll never forget. I went into Benny D's one day, and Blue was on the panel, and I said something. I don't know what it was, and she dared me. She's like, "Get up here right now!" In the Blue, I can't try to imitate Blue's accent.
Oh no,
It's
it's too
it belongs to
unique.
Blue.
Yeah, it belongs to
She's like,
Blue.
"Get up here right now, you purple something." I don't know what she called me, but she's like, "Get up here right now," and I was like, "Hell no, I'm not going up there. I'm not going on Benny's panel." Um,
Happy New Year, Samara.
Happy New Year, Samara. I was like, "I'm not going on Benny's panel." I don't know why I felt like that, but I was like, "Hell no." I mean, I don't have anything against Benny, uh, but I just was like, "Oh, hey." I was kind of, still new to the Benny G thing, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, he
hell
had me
no. I'm
blocked for the longest
I'm
time.
not gonna turn into his next go at." I was like, because him and Blue were friends or are friends, whatever the case may be. And I was like, man, I got Vinny and Blue coming at me. I agree, Blue. I agree.
I was mean to Blue too. I was mean to her because, we were told that she was this, she was that, she was this. And when I got to know her, I'm like, boy, I spent a year missing out on laughing
I
with
have
her.
a blast going into Wendy V's
I do too. When they're laughing and having fun, oh my God.
when it's Blue and Wendy and Kiwi up there. I
Yeah.
have a blast. Rarely do they talk drama. They're usually up there drunk as skunks, just having a good time. I
Yeah,
laughed
just
my ass off at Molly and Vinny the other night.
That was
oh,
funny. Oh my God.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump
No,
off. I'm having a rough go with my back today, so
all
Oh,
right,
I'm
lucky you,
Boots.
sorry, Puss
girl.
in Boots.
it's all right. I'll be fine in a couple days. You know me.
You
I
got
hope
the
you
day
feel
off.
better.
Try to rest,
Yeah.
Oh,
please.
I will. Love you
Uh,
guys.
love
Love
you too,
you.
Boots.
Bye,
Bye
Chad.
bye.
Love you, Boots.
Love you.
But yeah, there's been some good times in 2020. There's been some bad ones. There's been some good ones too. You have to admit, you know. And I never ever regret being a part of Laura because being a part of Laura helped me meet such incredible people.
Yeah.
Tracy's horsies got to go mate horsies so they can reproduce. So I can can chase the babies.
Okay, you go procreate.
Man, I'm telling you what, I can remember when me and Tawanda didn't like each other. I think she was
Oh
a mod
yeah.
for Molly. And
Yep.
oh boy, we went rounds a few times. And now I love her like she's my mother. I love her more than the man in the moon.
Oh God, I'm Sarah. I am so happy. I told you when your
Yeah.
daughter's ready, she will be ready. And I am so happy for you. I'm so
Thank you.
happy. I can't wait to see the pictures of your grandbabies. I can't
Oh
wait
my
to see
gosh.
you.
They're so cute. They I can see so much of them and their mother, and
Do they
it's
live far from you, honey?
no, they live maybe like 15 minutes away,
Are you
which is
kidding me?
yeah, they live in Moraine and I live here in Beaver Creek, so that's like 10,
Oh my
15
God.
minutes. Yeah. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm excited for her.
I mean,
She's come so far.
who would have ever thought that me and Brian St. John would be
Right?
civil?
Uh, any of us civil with Brian.
Brian and Nenny are even
I
friends
know.
now.
Now there is a miracle.
Yeah, that is a miracle.
That really is.
Oh, British, I
That
probably
is a
side-eyed you
miracle.
too because, but you know what is funny? Whenever I was a purple person, I was friends with a lot of people behind the scenes because it couldn't be known that I was friends with them. You know, I couldn't be seen in their chats or donations or anything like that. So I had to hide.
Oh, Creative Revival has not made one friend in 3 years on this platform. Well, you have friends here. You got to be careful who you truly consider a friend
Yeah,
because
there's a
it
lot
can.
of.
I know, Marianne. I know it's strange, ain't it? And trust me, if he goes back to doing his dumb shit, I'll be the first one to call him out. So far, he hasn't been doing dumb shit. So,
I know. He's really stayed on a pretty tight path, and so I'm pulling for him. I'm really pulling for him because you know when it comes to true crime, if Brian put his head down,
oh, Yancey.
he could blow any of these true crime people out of the water. I'm sorry, but when he digs into something,
Yeah, he's
but
good at true crime.
I know, but what he needs to do is with
So,
his true crime, he needs to look at all aspects of it and just not one way.
yep. You want to know another miracle? And I hope I haven't talked seen Ben today, but it doesn't matter what another miracle is. Ben has been sober. The last time I saw him in a chat, he had been sober 7 to 8 weeks.
God, that's such a huge miracle.
That
It
is a
is a huge
huge miracle.
miracle
And
I'm so
because I
proud of him.
never thought that I would see the day that Ben would give up his beer. I just didn't think it.
I didn't either. And I took a lot of heat forever standing up for Ben,
I
but,
know.
but but I knew there was a good kid in there somewhere. I knew how he was sober.
Happy
I
New
knew,
Year, Tiffany Marie.
and he had never disrespected me, but one night he did, and I mean, I cried. I cried, and I thought, I'm not giving up on this kid. I'm not going to give up on him. And
Oh, I trust me, me and Ben had our fallouts. He said some pretty horrible things about people on here. And I would always tell him, look, dude, I can't be a part of what you just said or what he never really did anything, but he
I know,
did.
but when he did naughty things, trust me, behind the scenes, I chewed on
Ziggy
him
did see
hard.
good in Ben.
Yes, Ziggy
Ziggy
loved him to
always,
death.
and let me tell you something. uh, Ziggy is dancing in heaven right now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I know what this has done for Ben's mom she has to be ecstatic.
Yep. Ben kind of is a legend around here. I'll never forget the bathtub when he had the little Oscar bubble bath sitting there. Oh my God, I laughed so hard at him. That has to be one of the best moments. And
It
the other night, I laughed so hard at Diane when she had no idea how many legs a chicken had,
Oh
that she
Jesus,
literally had to go get in her freezer and count
freezer.
them.
Oh my God, I laughed until I almost, I mean, I was laughing uncontrollably, you guys, till I had tears. Tears. I was laughing so hard at Diane. That had to be her and Ben. That could have been the two best moments of 2020.
The bath is legendary, I swear. And the funniest thing about that bath was that little Oscar sitting
I know
of
the li-
bubble
the little
bath.
the little trophy he had up there.
I loved it. I loved it. Laying in that bathtub with sunglasses and his little shorts. Yeah,
I,
him dancing in the driveway was pretty good too, Caslin. You're
oh,
right.
when his parents caught him. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I did too, I Rising, when Diane didn't know how many legs a chicken had. I mean, I belly laughed too. there's a lot of people, that I get joy out of listening to on here. Sometimes I don't type in their chats, but I really do get joy out of listening to them, you know. Uh, and that's what I want to get back to. You know, I want to get back to laughing. I want to get back to, and again, I don't want this to sound like like that I'm checking out from doing what's right. I'm going to continue to speak up and do what I feel is right. I'm just going to pick my battles a little.
Because Trace, you gotta know that they know how to trigger you. They know that trigger button with you, and you just need to not let them. Trust me, there has been some stuff that person has said about me in the last couple days when I have
Yep.
been
Oh,
ready.
I broke Puss in Boots panel cherry in 2020. Also,
Yeah.
somebody else came up here not too long ago and had never been on panel. I can't remember who it was, but whoever you are, congrats.
Well, I just hope everybody takes this year and tries to make themselves a better person to because 2020 was pretty damn tough, and
It
I think
was.
if we really try hard with 2021, we can make it a better place. We can.
It's got to be better than 2020. Lord
I
have.
don't know if it was Mac British because Mac's been on several panels. I don't. It could have been, but I don't know if it was Mac. I
No,
absolutely adore Mac. I think everybody does.
Oh, I
Uh,
love Mac.
Mac is.
Remy, it was what's her name? That helps, Remy. That helps.
Remy.
It was what's your name? Now that might be an account around here. You never know.
That would be a
That would
good
be.
troll name.
Yep.
Is what's her name?
What's her name?
I don't
What?
have any trolls yet. I'm wondering if Pixie has a hangover today. 'Cause
Did
I haven't
Pixie?
heard from her.
I haven't heard from Pix either. I haven't heard from her in a bit.
Yeah, she
I
might
haven't
still
heard.
be sleeping.
I haven't heard from Galway either. So, but
Haven't either.
well, I haven't been around my phone much, and I apologize.
No, don't apologize. Your priorities were your father. They
Oh yeah,
always will be.
He definitely
absolutely.
comes first, and I'm so glad that he's doing better.
Oh,
So
you
glad.
saw Galway last night, Remy? Okay.
And,
I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch any streams last night. And the only stream I went in the night before was Jenny Jen Jen's.
Shoot, I fell
So,
asleep by 10 o'clock last night.
I fell asleep, and I was awoken by because we live near the reservation, and of course the fireworks at midnight, bam, 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 bam. So I thought I was in the middle of a war zone, and and so I pop up and I'm looking over to see if the lights are on, over at Dad's, and because I thought it woke him up. And this morning he said, "Nope, I took my hearing aids. I didn't hear a thing." I'm thinking, okay, good, because it was rocked my boat here. And I have something to say. Do you guys know who Rainy C is?
No, I think I've seen
no,
them around, but I
Well,
don't know
well,
who they
this
are.
Rainy C seems to know everything about my life and about me living in a trailer in squalor.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Rainy C, I moved back to Washington when my brother was dying, and I didn't want to rent a house that was miles away. I wanted to be right here on the property next to him. So if you have a problem, Rainy C, get a hold of me privately, would you? And if you don't know me, I was really upset by that the other night. I was like, "Excuse me."
I agree, Sonia. Okay, first of all, it's not a trailer, it's a fifth wheel.
I know.
And it's on a piece of property that I'm sure whoever Rainy C is couldn't even begin to to even put a down payment on.
Yep.
But you know what? That's Rainy C's problem,
I know.
not yours, Tawanda.
I know. I'm thinking, who is this person? I don't even know who they are, but I've seen them. They've taken pot shot at me. Pot shots don't bother me, but don't tell me I'm living in a trailer in squalor. You know.
Hey, Sabrina P.
And besides that, Daddy and I have talked, and this year I'm gonna build
That's
my
what I
house.
want to do, Remy.
I'm gonna build my house here that I've been wanting to build for the last 20 years. So I'm gonna
Oh
do
my
it this
gosh,
year.
that's so exciting. You're going to build it?
Yep.
Are you going to design it too?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm
I
excited
want a
to see
tiny
you do that.
house.
Well, mine's gonna be a tiny house because if you have 3 bedrooms, somebody wants to come fill them up. So it's not gonna be a tiny house, but it's gonna be small. And it's gonna have a wraparound porch like I've always wanted.
At
Oh.
least
And
you
it's
have a basement, Remy. I don't even have a basement. I get sent to the basement a lot, but I don't have one. So
Yeah, I see people tell Tracy all the time, go back down to your basement. She doesn't even have a basement.
she
What are you
doesn't have a
talking about?
basement.
maybe start telling me to go to the attic. I don't even know if I have an attic. It's not my house.
Oh, don't I got caught in a rabbit hole, you guys.
Damn, I
Watching
tried to mute before I sneezed. Didn't happen.
watching this one guy, I can't remember his channel. It's called Curiosity Inc. And it's about a guy that he gets he like buys hoarders houses and goes through all the stuff and has an antique shop and stuff.
Oh, I love those kind of,
You gotta
yes.
you gotta watch it. But I'm telling you, Sarah, you start it, you better have a day or two. And so when I was sitting with Daddy, I got down that rabbit hole, and I think about all the stuff that we have here. My father is, I call him an organized hoarder because he is. He's very
Thank you,
organized.
Yancy.
I mean, if you have something missing on your car, like you need a gas cap, oh, I have one of those. It's out there by the barn in this shelf. And I'm like, oh, God, how does he remember that stuff?
Brandon
But
and I were talking about that the other day. I said, would you consider me a hoarder? And he said, no, Sarah, I consider you a pack rat. You never want to throw anything away.
well, you'll be like this. They had this lady. They called
I
her.
wish clothes were paper
What?
Why?
because you could wear them once and throw them away. I hate laundry. I hate laundry.
No, I keep clothes and I'm like, yes, I'm going to keep this because I know one day I'll fit into it again.
Oh, me too, Sarah. And
Oh.
I need to just make I just need to come to reality and know that I'm never going to fit in my size 1 from 1986.
I have a size 11. They're like these shorts from American Eagle and they are so cute. And I still have hope. I'm like, I'm not throwing these away. One day I'm going to fit into them again.
Remy, if I made my barn into a house, it would be like our barn is like, I don't know, 30,000 square foot. It's huge. No, thank you. I don't want to clean that.
And I've got shirts that won't cover my hernia, but I keep thinking, I really like this shirt and I really hate this hernia. So maybe I'll get rid of the hernia someday and I can go back and wear this shirt. So I just keep
Yes.
it in the closet. You never know.
Well, you know how you have that section in your closet? These are my skinny clothes. These are my,
Yeah.
these are my fatter clothes. These are my, there's a lot of, different
I
sections
can't
in your
tell you the
closet.
last time I've had actual clothes on. I'm talking leggings and sweatshirts
That's
or
how I'm
fuzzy
dressed right now.
pajamas. That's what I do now. Thank
Well,
you, 2020, for turning me into a legging girl.
I wear leggings every day to work though, because, well, with what I do, I'm on the concrete all day long and I don't feel like having a pair of jeans on me to You know, I don't have to look good. Trust me.
Rub it in, Remy. I'm a size 9, she says. Psh,
There's a
I
lot of
wish I
skinny
was a
people
size
on here.
9.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of beautiful people on here too. When I look at their avatar, I think, man, they look good. Thank You Next is a beautiful woman, inside and out, I think.
oh
Uh,
God. And she always has,
Yeah.
she always has a way to,
and
when I'm really mad and I'm just getting on somebody and thank you next is in the chat, I'm like, oop, I need to slow my roll. She's
there's
like the
really a
person.
lot of beautiful women in this community. There really is.
Oh God, yes. Yes. A lot.
I mean, inside and out. I'm not just talking.
Oh, I know. I know what you
Oh,
mean.
Blue, there's a funny story about that. I told you about that.
I'm envious,
Uh,
Remy.
Republican Ash told me one time, she goes, I love Blue Topaz's hair. And
I remember that.
I was like, you do realize that's not Blue Topaz's hair.
No, she really has blue hair though. Like I've seen her a few years ago she went live and she has beautiful hair.
I didn't know she had blue hair. Really, Blue?
Mhm.
You have blue
I
hair?
didn't know that. I don't think I've ever seen Blue cam up. So,
I
It's
don't
been
think
a
I
long
have either.
time. I seen her cam up before. She's pretty.
huh. All right, Blue, you're going to have to cam up for me one day. I cammed up the other day. First time in a long time. You're right, Pop. Size doesn't matter on YouTube. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. You know, I don't talk long. I just want to wish you all a happy 2021. Um, for those of you that lost or suffered through 2020, I I'll pray for you. I'll continue to pray for you. I'm so happy, Sarah, for your
Thank you,
future.
Tracy.
Yes,
You
Wanda,
Sarah,
didn't
I'm
need,
really
you
happy.
had no reason to apologize for anything. You're going through a lot right now. And as a friend to you, I understand that. So you didn't need to apologize.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize for anything, Tracy. I, if anything, I need to apologize to you because you've been there for me. You were there for me with my brother. Now
Happy New
this
Year, Garfield.
this with my dad, and I knew what you were going through last night, and I couldn't be there for you, and I'm sorry for that. And today's a new day, and we're going to start out, and we're just going to see what we can do to get this thing fixed.
Hey,
Okay,
Rain
It's a
Girl.
new year with new beginnings.
that's right.
There you go. And on that note, Amber K, I'm not paying you 200,000.
I love Amber Kay.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. She's so
She's a
funny
doll.
too.
I know her and Jenny Jen. Those two
See,
are.
there was a time when I didn't think Amber K. Hey, Ninny C, Happy New Year. There was a time when I didn't think Amber
Ninny.
K cared much for me in Diane's chat. But then just out of the blue one day, she came into my chat and I was like, oh, look, it's Amber K. You know, wow. I mean, I was quite impressed.
She's
But
a doll, but she has a very dry sense of humor. But
yeah, I know. I
Oh,
know.
but she has a huge heart.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And Amber Kay or anybody, if you guys know, can I get any updates on Nikki Lee? If anybody can, I want to see how
Yeah.
she's doing. And so, if anybody hears anything, to maybe, we can't forget that she still needs our prayers
She sure
and
does. There's a lot of
and
people out there that do. And like I said, there's stories that belong to people that I refuse to tell, but they know who I'm talking about. And I love you. And uh, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm the number one person that needs to remember that. But
never
guys,
give up, never give up, never
yeah,
give up.
Tomorrow's always a new day.
The other night, I gave up, Tracy.
I
I
did
gave
too.
up. And you know what? I had a huge awakening. And don't give up. Because believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. You need to. Just take it, claim it, and
Pray
it's,
for it.
yeah.
Well, like I said, guys, I wanted to wish you all a happy new year. If the stream was boring, I apologize. Um, I had some apologies to make that I wanted to start the new year out different. Um,
I love you, Ninny.
and there's, I'm just going to keep trying to do better. I'm just going to keep trying to be a better person every day. That's all I can do. I'm still going to screw up, but just bear with me. I'm just going to try. That's all I can. Every morning can be a new beginning. You're right, Captain Obvious. So, guys, go enjoy your day. I know a lot of people make certain things on New Year's Day, cook cabbage and black eyed peas and
Sauerkraut.
whatever. I don't like either one of those. So,
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay my butt in bed and do nothing. Since my dad has given me the day off because his girlfriend's there,
You deserve it.
I'm going to actually
do
try to
deserve it,
sleep.
Tawanda.
So
We'll
I
all
love you
talk
guys.
soon. I
Okay,
love
honey.
all of you all. Happy New
Have a
Year
great day,
and
everyone.
blessings and health and happiness. And I'll see you guys around the tube.
Love you, Trace.
Love
Love
you,
you,
Love you.
Sarah.
Trace. I love you, Tawanda. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Ninny, I love you. Thank you, honey.